Hey guys, video 28, post-trib, pre-wrath, rapture position. I want to look and make a very quick video about Mark chapter 13, and I want to look in verse 29. In verse 27, it says, "He shall send his angels, and they shall gather together his elect from the four winds, from the uttermost part of earth to the uttermost part of heaven." Obviously, this is a parallel passage to Matthew 24, and that talks about the rapture. But the events before it all talk about the events of the tribulation, about false Christs and false prophets arising, about all the things that are going to happen in those events. And then it has the rapture in verse 27. In verse 28, it says, "Now learn of a parable of a fig tree. When her branch is yet tender and putteth forth leaves, you know that summer is near." So it's kind of showing and debunking imminency in this verse. Now you can know seasons of trees, but you don't know the very day the fruit is going to be there. You just know the seasons. When it gives its leaves, you'll know that summer is near. And look at verse 29, and that's the verse I want to focus on. So it gives the comparison, the exact opposite of imminency. Imminency states that the Lord can return at any moment. There's no warnings. There's nothing to look for. It could just happen right now. Many times you'll be sitting in a church service and the preacher will say, it can happen before the end of the service. It can happen while we're in service. But here's the thing. That's just not the comparison that the Bible gives. The Bible gives a season, and it talks about a fig tree, that when the Lord comes back, it's going to be like a fig tree. When it putteth forth its leaves, you'll know that summer is near. You can know the season of summer. Look at verse 29. It says, "So ye in like manner." So just like this analogy the Bible just gave, "when ye shall see these things come to pass." So when you see these things come to pass, the events of the tribulation, know that it is nigh, even at the doors. So you can know when the rapture's close. You may not know the day, you may not know the hour, but you can know the seasons and the times based on when these events start to take place. So the Bible tells in the very last verse, it says, "What I say unto you, I say unto all, watch." What are we watching for? The events. Why? Because then we'll know the return of the Lord is near, even at the doors. So guys, imminency, I'm sorry, is the foundation that the pre-trib rapture is built on, and it's just not found anywhere in Scripture. In fact, all throughout the Bible, in Mark 24, Luke 21, Mark 13, it talks about watching for events before the coming of the Lord.